Welcome back to this week's broadcast. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Samantha.
Wow, your hair looks really good today.
Thanks. I always have to have it like this when I take a test.
Really? I wonder who else has superstitions about their hair.
Well, let's ask the volleyball girls.
Athletes can be very superstitious about different things on game days. The volleyball team all styles their hair a certain way to help them play better.
I started playing varsity as a sophomore, and I've been doing the same hairstyle since my first games.
Sometimes I mix it up of what I do.
I would say since my sophomore year, I've kept this same hairstyle throughout all my years of high school.
I've always done like a high bun, and then recently this year I just started mixing in like a high bun and a low ponytail with just a regular braid.
The main people who do hair for our team is probably Hallie and Ashlyn. They both kind of divide up and do different people's hairs, that way it doesn't take as long.
I chose to do this hairstyle because I liked having the braid and just having something a little bit different than I normally do.
I guess I chose this hairstyle because I just like the way it looked on myself, and it keeps my flyaways out of my face while I'm playing.
It keeps like your hair out of your face and stuff, and it's all just slipped back into a bun.
I chose to do this hairstyle because one day I just tried it out and I played really good with it, so then I decided to do it the next game, and then it just kind of continued on.
I just do a low ponytail, and then I usually have somebody else braid it for me, or I do it.
I usually do 2 Dutch braids, one on one side and one on the other, back into a ponytail.
So Ashlyn divides my hair into 2 parts, and then she French braids it back, and then I put it into a high ponytail and then do bubbles. I tried to change my hairstyle one time, and I feel like I just didn't play very well. I'm very superstitious about that type of stuff.
No, but I do change my hairstyle up in games.
I think I've tried a low bun before, and I think I didn't play as good, but I think it's just mental too.
I changed it at a tournament, but I don't really think it made me played worse. I just didn't like the way it looked on myself. Game day superstitions I have is I usually wear the same spandex. I always do my hair like this. I usually eat the same foods before I play, which is yogurt, a fruit, and beef jerky, and then a body armor. And I also listen to Christian music basically the whole day.
My hair is kind of one, and then I've started recently drinking matcha before every game.
I have a lot of game day superstitions. I'm a very superstitious person, so I have a lucky pair of spandex. I like my knee pads to be wider than my socks. I can't eat yogurt in the mornings. I like to park in the same spots, and I have to listen to rap music on my way to school, and there's a lot more.
Make sure to go out and support the girls the rest of the season to see how their hair affects their game.
Wow, watching all that volleyball makes me a little woozy.
You know what else makes me woozy? Giving blood at the blood drive.
Oh no, we should really get you some juice. That's better. Now let's get caught up on the blood drive.
The National Honor Society hosted their annual blood drive Tuesday, October 12th, with a great turnout.
I donated blood because I'm a part of National Honor Society. It's just helping save lives, and it's such an easy way to help the community.
We collected 62 units of blood. The goal was 72 for this drive, so we were 10 short, but we had 10 deferrals, which means that people couldn't donate. Either they didn't finish, because if they don't finish, they can't use that blood.
I did Power Red, so it takes out 2 bags, and they take out all of your red blood cells, but they put back in your plasma and your platelets.
In the past, when we did our fall, we were strong, but this year was another stronger drive. Lately, high school drive has not been as strong, so I was pleased that we had a good drive because the blood supply is very low right now. I was just very impressed with how our students were during the drive. They always impress our community. We had over 20 new donors who were very brave, and ironically, it was Face Your Fear Day when we had our blood drive, so we had a lot of people face their fears for the first time, and we look forward to the next drive.
The National Honor Society would like to thank everyone who participated in donating at this year's blood drive.
Oh! Man, I feel juiced now.
You know what makes me feel juiced? Watching softball this year.
Oh yeah, didn't the seniors have their 100th win?
Yeah, that's a lot of wins. Let's check it out.
The senior softball players hit their 100th career win on October 8th during the first round of districts at home against Wayne.
I started playing softball when I was about 5 or 6, so basically my whole life. My favorite part is just playing with my teammates and playing on the field. Some of my highlights, my most favorite one was getting 4th at state last year, which is the best Northwest softball's ever done in history.
1 ball, 2 strikes. They're loaded for Northwest with no outs. Delivery to Bosch. whistles that one back up the middle. Nope, misplayed by the second baseman. 1 run scores. It goes into shallow center field. 2 runs are home. It's 5-0 Northwest.
The 100th win was very exciting because not very many groups get to do that.
0-1 the count. O'Reilly raises the bat off of the right shoulder. The pitch from Laurent popped up in the air. This is out into right field. Mings underneath of it, makes the catch. Ticket punched.
The celebration was mostly the senior parents, and they made posters for us that said 100 career wins, and we celebrated that in between the district final games. It wasn't really a goal at first because none of us really realized how close we were to getting this, but when we realized we were very close, it was definitely something we wanted to get. I would say the most memorable was a game last year versus Hastings when we beat them at the Creek tournament.
Congratulations to the senior softball players for hitting their 100th career win this season.
I love watching softball, but is it 3:36 yet?
Well, it is somewhere in the world.
How does that even work? Where does the time go?
Let's see what our fellow Vikings think.
Hi, and welcome back to Viking in the Village. I'm your host, Kinsey Ironic, and this week's question is, where does time go in a time zone? Let's find out. Where does time go in a time zone?
Where does time go? Oh, my goodness. Well, I think it's based upon lines of longitude, so time really doesn't go anywhere. It's just if you keep moving so many degrees, then it just stays where it's at. The time just changes, though. So I guess it really doesn't go anywhere.
Moves from state to state. Yeah.
I don't know. That's there's I'm going to say there's 24 hours in the day. Any way you cut it, the time zone thing is, oh my God, I have no clue.
Okay. Good answer. Good answer.
I don't know.
It just goes away. The clock just changes and it's different hour.
Where does time go when you pass a time zone?
I don't know.
Doesn't go nowhere. It's just how the sun works.
In the past, only things I know about time are what I learned from Back to the Future.
It just goes. We went to Scotts Bluff, we just lost an hour. Then when we came back, we gained that hour back. You just lose it because the sun comes. Sun is different. I don't know. The sun rises faster in some places of the country because you're closer to the equator.
It stays in the state it came from. It goes away.
Where does time go when you pass a time zone?
I've been waiting for you guys. It's been a long time, and I'm ready. Backwards or forwards, depending on what time zone you are in. Say you're in China and you want to go to America, you just step across and it's 2 p.m. And if you step back over, it's 5 p.m. Because I make the laws here.
I don't think I'll ever understand how that works.
Yeah, me either.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this broadcast.
I'm Sophia.
And I'm Samantha.
And thanks for watching.